Hey everyone, it's Heather. Sorry, excuse me. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a quick update. For the past probably a month, I have been having a hard time swallowing food and it's just getting stuck and feeling like it's like right here at the bottom of my throat. I do have hypothyroidism, which is an underactive thyroid, and I was diagnosed with that 6 years ago. Um, it runs in my family. My mom had thyroid cancer. My aunt had thyroid nodules, and she had to have her thyroid removed. And then my great grandfather on my mom's side of the family also had thyroid disease. So when I was visiting my mom for spring break 2 weeks ago with my daughter, it seemed to be getting a lot worse. And it wasn't just happening, every once in a while when I'd eat something or not chew something up as good as I probably should, knowing that I have a problem swallowing food. But it was happening with like everything. So even if I had like yogurt with like little bits of fruit in it, the little bits of fruit, even if I would chew them up, they would still get lodged in my throat. Not to the point that I couldn't breathe, because I could still breathe just fine, but it would make me panic, and I started having panic attacks. I've never in my life, I have, social anxiety sometimes around, certain crowds of people and things, but I've never had a panic attack in my life. And it was getting really bad. So my mom said, just make a doctor's appointment and figure out what's going on. It's probably something to do with your thyroid. And I said, okay. So fast forward, rewind, I guess, I don't know, to last Tuesday. I went into the doctor and he examined me, and this is my first time at this doctor because I haven't been sick since I moved back to North Carolina, so I haven't went to the doctor. Bad me, I know. But so he said, I think, I know what it is, but I'm going to do a ultrasound of your thyroid and look at that, get your blood work, run some tests, did a breathing test on me, and I'm sorry, and figure out what's going on. And so that Monday before my doctor's appointment on Tuesday, I had already pretty much cut out, well, no, Sunday, I had cut out all food except liquid, like regular, just plain yogurt, um, protein shakes, really, really, really milky down gravy, mashed potatoes, um, things like that. And so I went in on Tuesday and he did the ultrasound and the blood work and everything. The blood work came back fine for my thyroid, which was, it's a scary thing because I go every year to get my blood work done for my thyroid because I have hypothyroidism, and it's always come back fine within limits, because I'm on medication. Well, they would have never caught this if I hadn't felt this. Like, it's so scary. But I have a goiter on my thyroid on this side. And I don't think you can see it. It's not as big, it's not protruding out, it's protruding in. So it's pushing on my esophagus. And so my esophagus is narrow, more narrow than it should be. And it's just been a crappy week. I went to the doctor, found that out, and then he said, this is the first time that I've ever been seen by this doctor. And, he was like, all right, we're going to get you in to see a GI doctor. And I'm thinking, okay. He said, you need to stay on the liquid diet because obviously we don't want you to choke. And so here comes, what was yesterday? Today's Saturday. So yesterday was Friday. I've been on liquid diet since Sunday. And it was Friday. And the night before, I had a protein shake a couple hours before I was going to go to bed. And it felt like it was stuck in my throat. And my husband was out of town for work, and it was just me and my daughter. My daughter was asleep. I started panicking. I called 911. They came, checked my vitals, checked my airway, and calmed me down because I was having a full blown out panic attack. And because I was here by myself with my 6 year old, and I was scared that, what if something happens and she wakes up and like finds me. So there's that. And I didn't go to the emergency room. They got me, calmed down. My cousin lives, in the same neighborhood that I do. So I called her, and my daughter and I went and stayed at her house with her and her husband that night, just because I was just scared to be alone. I was just terrified. I don't, it's crazy. But so Friday, so that was Thursday night. So then Friday, the EMT told me, Friday morning, as soon as your doctor's office opens, call them and see if you can get in to be seen. My GI appointment is not until Monday, and it's for a consultation. So, I'm supposed to be getting an endoscopy, where they stick the camera down your throat, and then they're going to go from there. So it's hard for me. I've just been really super weak. I wasn't, it's hard for me to eat. And then I was feeling like I was going to throw up when I would drink a protein shake. And I think it's just because my stomach was my body just needs calories and protein. It's so used to getting all these calories. And now, it's not getting that many. And so I will say that I was not probably drinking enough protein shakes and getting in the calories that I needed. And so Friday I made an appointment and went into the doctor, and, there's nothing they could do. I sat in there for 3 hours because he was busy and he squeezed me in to see me, but there was really nothing they could do for me. It's not an emergency, which, it kind of really pissed me off. Obviously, I understand that there are people that are like way worse and have way worse things going on. But for me, I was just like super, super panicked. And I've never had a health problem that made me feel like this or make me so like panicky. And I don't like the way it feels. And I haven't been able to sleep. And so, sorry that I'm like getting emotional. So Monday, I have an appointment at the GI doctor at 10:30, and hopefully they can get me in to do an endoscopy like either that afternoon or the next day, because this liquid diet seriously is killing me. I have lost 9 pounds in a week, which, hey, I'm all about losing some weight, That's great, but this isn't, the right way. This isn't the good way, because as soon as I, get back to my normal routine, whenever that will be, I'll just gain it all back. So, sorry, I have a tear. So, I just kind of wanted to update you guys, because a lot of you that watch my videos has been watching my videos for over, a year or more. And I talked to some of you guys on Facebook, and some of you guys follow me on Facebook, and it's my personal Facebook. It's not, my crafty. I don't have a crafty Facebook. So I feel like you guys are like my friends. I feel like I want to tell you guys things, and I'm sorry that if it's really not the kind of video that you wanted to see, I apologize. It's going to be a little bit of a long video. And I apologize for that, but I just really do feel like you guys are my friends, and a lot of you guys send me messages and ask, where I'm at when I'm gone for a long period of time, and so I just thought it would be nice to let you guys in on what's going on, and I will not be doing videos. I just feel so cruddy, and it's really hard to swallow. It's hard to swallow anything, even my own spit. It's hard. And like I said, I've never had anything like this happen. So I don't even, like, my doctor didn't even like tell me what the possibility is. So if any of you guys have ever had this kind of like goiter, that is intruding on your esophagus, not one that's going out. Because if it's going out, usually if it's not too big, they can just watch it over time. But since mine's pushing in on my esophagus, you know, I'm not really sure what they're going to do. He did not say. He didn't even like give me a plan. Like, here, go see a GI doctor. For what? I'm not really quite sure. I understand that I need an endoscopy, but like, why wouldn't he refer me to an endocrinologist? Isn't the endocrinologist the ones that deal with the thyroid? Like, and these are things that I didn't think of while I was in the doctor's office because I was so panicked. And I just want you to figure out what's wrong with me, and I just need something. You know what I mean? And so my husband is actually going to be there with me on Monday at the appointment. So hopefully he will remember things that I don't remember to ask the doctor, because I'm horrible at that. I always forget. Like, I get in there and just forget what I was going to say. So yeah, my throat's starting to get sore. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know. And it just makes me scared, you know, because they took my aunt's thyroid because she had the nodules. And because of my mom's history and because of my great-grandfather's history, that's why they decided to take her thyroid. And when they did the sonogram of my thyroid, the guy that did the sonogram, he was like, "Have you had thyroid surgery?" And I was like, "No." And then like a couple minutes later, he asked me again, and I'm like, "No, dude, I'm pretty sure I would know if I had thyroid surgery. Like, the only surgery I've ever had is a C-section. That's it." And he was like, "Well, you don't have a lobe on your thyroid on your right side." And so I was like, "Huh?" Like, nobody's ever caught this? I guess because I've never had any problems, but like, I don't have a lobe. Like, your thyroid has two lobes, one on each side. It's like a butterfly. And so I guess I don't have one on this side, my left side. I said right side, left side. And so this side of the lobe on my thyroid is overcompensating for not having this one. And so that's why it's gotten a goiter. That's why it's gotten so big. It's crazy, right? Crazy. I was born with no lobe. Which again is strange because, you know, you would think that the blood work would catch something like an abnormal. I don't know. Everything came back normal. Weird. I'm sorry I look like a hot mess, but I literally have been laying around the house and drinking protein shakes, drinking a whole lot of water, and trying to not exert myself, I guess, because I don't have that many calories in my body. And so I just like vacuum the house, and that like after I vacuumed the house, I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so hungry. I'm like starving." So I ate a bowl of mashed potatoes, like soupy mashed potatoes with gravy, and now I made this video just to let you guys know what's going on. So just keep me in your thoughts, and if you pray for me. If you send good vibes, send me good vibes. I really would appreciate everything that I can get, you know. I need it. I'm worried. I'm scared. I don't really know what else to say. I guess that's it. So next week after I see the gastro doctor, I will do another update. And like I said, my appointment's on Monday. So, excuse me. I will do another small update. Hopefully it won't take this long. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope y'all have a great weekend. Bye.